we do have an incredible remodeled space that is in the heart of Carpinteria on Linden Avenue. And we have a gallery in the front. It's a community art gallery. So anyone can submit art. We have juried shows where we pay different jurors to come and select the art. But we're so much more than a gallery.
Hello and welcome to 805 Focus, where you get the latest updates on our wonderful nonprofits. My name is Greg Gorga, Executive Director of the Santa Barbara Maritime Museum, and I'm filling in for Cinder Sinclair, your normal host here at 805 Focus. And with me today is Kristina Calkins. She is the Executive Director of the wonderful Carpinteria Arts Center. Welcome.
Thank you.
So nice to have you here today.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the history of the Carpinteria Arts Center.
Certainly. So it is the Carpinteria Arts Center with an S on arts because we do more than one arts in our community. We offer visual arts and performing arts, even culinary arts, and our name is officially the Linda Fairley Carpinteria Arts Center.
Wonderful, because Linda Fairley is very involved there. I'm sure she's a wonderful person, good supporter of the Maritime Museum too.
Yes, she is on our board, and she's also sits on our Fund Development Committee.
Oh, wonderful. She is a wonderful person in our community, absolutely. So great to have her name involved with the center there. That's amazing.
Yes.
So, and then when did you start? When did the center open?
That is such a neat story. Everything to do with the Arts Center is the Carpinteria community coming together. Some artists originally saw a need for a gallery in Carpinteria, and so they formed was called Step One Gallery because they had a vision of our future. And about 2001, we became a nonprofit. So we're nearing 25 years as a nonprofit.
That's wonderful.
And now we do so much more than have a gallery, but we do have an incredible remodeled space that is in the heart of Carpinteria on Linden Avenue. And we have a gallery in the front. It's a community art gallery. So anyone can submit art. We have juried shows where we pay different jurors to come and select the art. But we're so much more than a gallery. We have a really large courtyard space where we offer free community concerts, and we have programs, different semesters of art classes that have a wide variety of offerings, from jewelry wearing, art you can wear, to oil painting and watercolor, from beginner to adult advanced classes.
Wow. How often do you have classes there?
It depends on the time of year. In the summertime, we're bustling for 8 weeks with a summer camp for children. It's called Arts by the Sea. And so we have a few less adult classes during the summer. But a normal semester is more than 40 classes we offer.
Per semester?
Per semester, yes.
And evenings and daytime classes?
Yes.
Wonderful. And all different types of art?
For all ages. And we have a financial aid available, even for adults. So anyone is welcome at the Arts Center. And the summer time is my personal favorite because with all the children there, the mornings are filled with painting and 3D clay and paper mache, and then the afternoons vary depending on the week with performing arts. We have music or theater, or new this year, we have 2 weeks of STEAM with an A in it, camp, bringing the science in around the art. So the kids will be doing experiments with bubbling volcanoes and like chemistry lab only around art, , interacting with how salt interacts with watercolors. And it's an especially magical time to see the children grow up at the Arts Center. Just this past week, I've had 3 different teenagers, now 18, reach out to me to write letters of recommendation. And they grew up at the Arts Center, basically, started out as campers, and then went on to be volunteer program aides, which are like camp counselors.
Okay.
And now they're taking the next step. And what I find so amazing is even though the youth might not be going on to be professional artists, we have like a young man that wants to be a doctor and work with children. And can you imagine what a skill to have a doctor that can creatively think outside of the box, impromptu speaking skills with families, and even to sit and do artwork on a kid's cast. I think the arts are really going to enrich his career path and the families he serves.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people don't realize how important the arts are to our development, intellectually and spiritually and emotionally. It's a very cool, important part of our brain development, right? Yeah. And unfortunately, too, a lot of schools have cut back on their arts programs, right?
That is actually how I originally became involved in the Arts Center. As a volunteer, I have 2 daughters, and when my oldest daughter entered our middle school, we didn't have any arts programming in Carpinteria. The art space there was being used for a different reason. Evidently, a teacher retired and she was never replaced. And so my daughter had an incredible experience at the Arts Center with our teen mural project, which is this magical day of painting a huge long mural where you get to work with different adult artists. And so I reached out to one of those artists and said, will you help me get some arts programming in the middle school? And then when they were looking to hire someone, it was something I was already passionate about. So I stepped into a role there.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
But our mural is something that had to pivot due to the pandemic because we couldn't have 40, 50 kids painting together on top of each other. So we started doing panels that the teens could take home and then bring back, and then we assembled them together. And that was actually our very first theme during the pandemic, was together apart.
Oh, interesting, interesting.
And then when they could return to kind of being together, it was together again. And this year we did a hybrid approach. The community liked the individual panels so much, but we also really valued the chance for the children to work with the professional artists. So it was a day restoring a mural together, and then the teens took home the panel, and they're going to bring it back with the theme of all good things, big and small. And they also write an artist statement, so it's so fascinating to read the view of the world from a teenager.
Oh, I bet. And where are these murals? Are they located in the same place each year? Or are they in different places?
They're displayed in our courtyard.
In your courtyard.
And then when it's time to do a new mural, we find a home for it.
Oh, nice.
There is one mural outside of our history museum in Carpinteria, and another mural went to Boys and Girls Club. So we are on the lookout for the next murals home, if you know of anyone.
All right, I'll let you know.
The mural they restored actually is an underwater sea mural.
Oh, really?
I know that's your
nice.
department.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. Well, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, you are a beach town. It's very appropriate there. Yeah. And you do another program with people's self-help housing. Can you tell us about that?
Certainly. It is our Bellas Artes program. There are 3 people's self-help housing complexes in Carpinteria, and we take programs to them, art lessons and performing, like music lessons, and we partner with UCSB's Viva Performing Arts and have them bring in performers for the whole community. It's not just for children. And then we bring in a traditional meal such as pozole or a taco bar and invite all the families to come enjoy the performances.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so it sounds like food is important because you have some culinary instructions too, you said?
Yes, food brings people together. And our mission is connecting the community through the arts with that big capital S. And so we've also, we opened up our venue to the 3 Rotary clubs in town, and they recently hosted an international food fair. And our big fundraiser of the year is called Palette to Palette, the art palette to the food palette. And we just held that at the end of spring. And that's also a celebration of food and the arts, and all of our local restaurants that support the arts come. And it's, it is just a little piece of euphoria, walking around our courtyard, enjoying fine wine, fine food, and fine art.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
What a great combination. So you really are like a community center.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And you have a little triad of different cultural organizations with you. You mentioned the Historical Museum. There's also the Crispin, California Island Center, I think just is open now nearby you.
It is. We're now a cultural triangle that is just 12 short miles south of Santa Barbara. So I hope people come and visit us. Our galleries open Thursday through Sunday from 12 to 4 in the afternoon. And we are fully run, the gallery, by volunteers. It's a great way to volunteer if anyone is interested in giving back to the community. And we service all ages. This summer we have a program going for senior citizens. We're partnering with the city of Carpinteria to help bring senior programs to Carpinteria. And Mondays and Wednesdays, we have a senior socials, and it varies. We offer a craft activity or bingo, trivia, book club. You just never know what'll be going on at the Arts Center.
Oh, wonderful. So you could volunteer at the gallery like when you're open for hours, but are there other volunteer opportunities?
Definitely. During our concert time, we always need bartenders and help setting up. And then we also offer arts and crafts fair where we allow local artisans to come sell their goods. And we have a free community art table in the middle to come and create. And then we have various committees that help run the Arts Center. And it really is the heart of Carpinteria. We have so many volunteers, and we're always looking for more volunteers. And so many people in Carpinteria volunteer at more than one nonprofit. So my role, I've really been working to connect the different nonprofits and see how we can help each other.
Oh, wonderful. That is great. And so how often do you change out your exhibits?
Every 6 to 8 weeks.
Wow.
So that takes a lot of volunteers. Also, we have a paint and patch crew, a hanging crew, a crew that comes in that curates, and then the big day of accepting the artwork, which we call the in-gathering, and that's all volunteer run.
Wow. And so anybody can submit their artwork for a show, and are there different themes every 6 to 8 weeks? And
There are.
wonderful.
They vary. Usually our shows tend to be all sorts of artwork. We have had a textile show or a photography show, but our exhibition committee members like to choose themes that have very broad interpretations. Like one is the illusion of light and shadow. So that can have a lot of creative inspiration around that theme.
Oh, wonderful. And you said they're juried?
We have curated shows. We have a show for our auction where our artists donate artwork to help raise funds. Because we are a nonprofit, we're always looking for ways on how we can fund the incredible things we want to do for the community. But we for sure have at least 5 juried shows per year that anyone can submit artwork. And we've had as young as 8 years old submit artwork and get in the show. And it's such an incredible experience to see the excitement. And this particular 8-year-old I was thinking of sold her artwork.
Oh, wow. So she's a professional.
Over the moon excited. Yes.
Oh, that is wonderful. And who teaches your art classes in your different classes?
We have quite a few teachers. It depends on the semester. We do an open call for instructors, so anyone can submit program proposals.
Wow, well, that's wonderful. And so you talked about the funding. So you are a nonprofit. How can people support you?
Yes, so donations are always welcome. And we also have a venue that is gorgeous in Carpinteria, and it's available for rent. And so we have the courtyard. You can just rent the courtyard, or you can have your next birthday party in the art gallery. And we have 2 studio spaces. So if you want a children's birthday party where they get messy, we're the place.
Oh, wow. And how many people can you handle for an event like that, for a rental event?
Our maximum is 250.
Wow.
So if you want to have a children's birthday party for that many, I might check your sanity. No.
Or yours for taking
Maybe.
that in. Right?
Yeah, our studios can comfortably fit 20 people seated for art instruction. Yeah.
And so if they wanted to donate, would they go to your website and there's a tab there for donations?
Yes, carpinteriaartscenter.org. And also I invite everyone to come take a tour. I'd be happy to give you a behind the scenes look at how the creativity happens in Carpinteria and beyond. We have artists submitting artwork from down in LA or all the way up Ojai or Lompoc, Buellton.
Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. And so if they wanted to volunteer for you too, also go to the website.
Yes, or come to one of our events. If you step on our location, I'll probably invite you one way or another to become involved.
Oh, wonderful. And your calendar of events is listed on your website as well?
It is, and we're bustling. And we also have cultural events. We partner with different organizations. With Carpinteria Children's Project, we brought in a Dia de los Muertos and a Posada around December. And we also partnered with Artesanía para la Familia, which works with our library, our Friends of the Library, and brought in a Lunar New Year's celebration with taiko drummers and a taekwondo demonstration. It was fabulous.
It sounds fabulous, and it sounds like such a fun center to be a part of. Because it sounds like so you're open Thursday through Sunday gallery, but you're doing classes all week long.
Yes, our office is Monday through Friday, so we have someone there 7 days a week.
Yeah. So you can do tours, and somebody knocks on your door, you can show them in.
Right, exactly.
Oh, wonderful. And it sounds like, well, it's such a great community anyway, but it sounds like you are an integral part of that. So thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, Kristina, for joining us today. And thank you for listening to 805 Focus. We'll see you next time.